All right, here we are, the final harvest of the 2022 garden season. Harvesting the sweet potatoes actually 2 days ago. I did this, but first we decided to start out with the carrots. I had neglected them all season long. We just picked some and used them, but I never really thinned them right. So we do have a lot of small misshapen carrots to deal with now. But we decided to get them all out of the ground and get them down in the fridge so that they'll last a while. And also I'm going to get a couple batches of them fermenting because we like them. So here we are. First we started out with the carrots. Got them all out. There are some larger ones there, but you can see there's nothing really sizable just because they were never thinned properly. But, it was a tough growing season, so... Okay, we got them out, and then it's time to look at the sweet potatoes. Now this year I tried a different type of sweet potato. I tried a pumpkin yam sweet potato. That's an old variety that Baker Creek had brought back. I started with 5 slips and put them in this one round bin. Not really knowing what to expect. We did have a drought all summer long, so I did put several gallons of water on this bin each and every day just to, make sure they do good, because the slips were, I think they were like $15 or something. So you can see the vines really took off, and they just loved all the heat and sun and everything, I guess. And I put a trellis in the middle there, hoping that they would climb up on it, but as you saw, they completely ignored it and just went where they wanted to, so that was a waste of time. Let's get that out of the way so we can look for potatoes, and you can pretty much see that some of them were pretty growing right up under the all that greenery there. So I'll just trim a little bit more out there and start pulling out potatoes. Now, this was nothing like that harvest that I had of the Georgia Jet potatoes. They were a completely different potato that went wild on me. But as you can see, I did get some really nice sweet potatoes. Really perfect shaped, kind of nice ones. Some of them had a couple, looked like they were starting to grow some little roots out of them there, but hopefully that'll stop when I cure them. And here you can see each slip actually wound up having 3 quite large sweet potatoes in it, and then several smaller ones, as you can see there, and I'm pulling out. So there weren't any 5-6 pound jumbos like I had last year, but these are more reasonably sized, and they're supposed to be a real super sweet potato too. So we'll find out how they taste once I get them cured up. So, okay, let's get this second slip out of here. And again, you can see they're really beautiful, pretty much perfectly shaped sweet potatoes. Pretty surprising after what I dealt with last year. And 3 of them under each slip, plus some small ones. There are no jumbo surprises or anything like that this year, but I'm real happy pretty much with what I got. In the end, I wound up getting 27 pounds of sweet potatoes. So I averaged a little bit over 5 pounds per plant, which I think is a really good yield, especially with the crazy weather we had. Oops, I stabbed that one. Have to be careful when you're digging them with a shovel. And the dirt's, I guess it's really packed down from all the watering I did. I was like watering every day, and that kind of does compact the soil, I think. You see this stuff was real fluffy in the spring, and now it's kind of tough to dig through. So this pretty much is the end of the garden season for me. I do have a batch of beets to dig up. There may be 25 pounds of beets left out there. And then the soybeans that are drying that I'm going to, pick for seeds later. But everything else pretty much, this morning we had a really good frost that kind of wiped out everything. So I'm lucky I got these out 2 days ago. And again, you can see really, not a lot of them, but they are beautiful, the ones that I got. So I'm really happy. They should make. Can't wait to get some sweet potato fries going once they get cured up. Always fun to finish off the harvest. I tell you, at the beginning of this year, I didn't know if I'd make it through the whole season the way I felt and stuff, but it just kept getting stronger and feeling better, and made it. So this is really enjoyable pulling these out now. Alright, so, we're getting near the end here. That's about it. And in the end, as I said, I did get 27 pounds of, really beautiful potatoes. Some of them are a couple pounds a piece, you can see there. And we got probably another 15, 20 pounds of misshapen carrots like that. Small things, but they'll ferment up nice. My wife's finishing up, cleaning up the last of them there. We did have a beautiful day, and 2.5 inches of water in the last couple of days. I think after having a drought all summer, we actually had about 7 inches of rain the last couple of weeks. And you can see everything's pretty much done. Time to start cleaning it up and, preparing for next year. So in the end, I picked a couple more butternuts I found hiding in the bushes there, and did grab a couple of the last peppers and green tomatoes to fry up and stuff like that. So that's it. That's my sweet potato haul for this year. A little less than last year, but I'm not disappointed because they're supposed to be a much better tasting potato. So we will find out. And, this is the end of the garden. At the same time, I started moving up firewood for this winter. We had our first frost this morning, and probably in the next couple of weeks we'll have the first fire going. This little gizmo has really been handy. Been really putting it to work lately. Does hold a lot of wood in one trip. And just a couple pictures. Cake that my wife made, and really another nice, bundt cake, apple-based, and she made a little dog to protect it so I wouldn't sneak any pieces of it when she wasn't around. And other than potatoes, we got really beautiful potatoes, and can't wait to try them. And again, there's the carrots. They look really good, and they're actually sweet. They're not bad tasting. So that's it. End of garden. Garden's over, and that's it for this year. Hope you all had a successful season also. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.